Всем привет еще раз. Короче, извиняюсь, что так долго, хотя я сказал, что сразу продолжение будет. Возникли планы небольшие. Ну как сказать, небольшие. Часовые, я бы сказал, даже больше.
Traveler, Paimon. Your faces say that perhaps...
We investigated all over the mountain, actually. But we didn't see anyone that looked like you or...
This is not unexpected. I haven't made much progress either. He appears to know that we are looking for him. Still, there is one thing I found. I discovered footprints on some parts of the mountain, and although they were a little covered by the snow, I could tell they'd been left by someone of a similar size to myself. The footprints were quite numerous, so I believe my next step will be to rule out each of the adventurers active on Dragonspine, one by one.
We can help with that. We have plenty of contact with the... So now we...
It came from that direction.
Could it be the imposter? Yes, let's hurry.
Не понял, что это было.
If we've got nothing else to... Why don't I tell you a story?
Я походу там что-то поломал, что раньше я не пошел. Да и ладно. Не так уж и дела.
Did you see that? Did those rocks shake just...
That was most...
What are you guys doing here?
I have to agree. We've been wandering this area for days.
We ran into Pallet earlier. You know, the, kind of a reckless sort of guy. You know the one? Anyway, he said he was unlucky, so I gave him some adventuring survival tips.
After that, he disappeared to rejoin the training camp.
Wait. Are you saying that after all this time?
It was nothing really. We just hit a few landslides and snowdrifts and took a few downhill tumbles. You know the deal.
They sound like unforgettable life events to me.
Anyway, you're correct. We haven't made it to the base camp yet. We have had extraordinarily poor luck over the last few days. Fortunately, I made advance arrangements for Gerald to remain in a safe location and conduct some basic physical training exercises.
I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame for all this. I've always had bad luck and it always rubs off on everyone around me. Sorry to create so much extra trouble for everyone. I don't know what to say. Maybe this is the awesome power of fate. The scary kind, I mean.
I agree.
Yep, we're just used to it now. Besides, it's not like we have the most amazing luck.
Really? I think you guys have way better luck than I do.
Well, what can we do about...
You're welcome to a bit of mine too. Although if the last few days are anything to go by. See?
You guys. Aw, thanks. With a little luck from every...
Yeah, you bet!
Let me flip a treasure hoarder insignia to test it out. Alright, it's tails. The opposite of what I guessed.
So you can predict your fortune this way? But why are you so happy that you got it wrong?
It has two sides, so there's a 50-50 chance of me getting it correct. Luck all comes down to probability, too. So as long as I use up all the bad luck, everything else will go smoothly. Guessing wrong when I flip an insignia is one way to use up some of the bad luck. So the probability of having some good luck in the near future just got a little higher.
Hey, he's making no sense at all. Why aren't you calling him out?
Guys, I guessed wrong in my insignia flip, which means we should be able to make it back to camp. Let me try. It's this way, right? Oh, oh, oh! Oh! Ow! My...
What? How true.
I don't usually believe in luck, but Amber, if you are ever required to partner with Bennett in your future work, and you encounter anything like this again, do not take any...
Huh? Yes, of course. Now that you mention it, I do feel a little tired. Trekking in the mountains has a way of wearing you out.
Well, since everyone is tired, why not take a rest in my camp?
I'm so sleepy. A nice bowl of hot soup and a good...
Amber will fall asleep in the snow if we keep going much longer. Come on, let's move. We shall head to Albedo's camp and get some rest.
Here we are. Make yourself... Oh, I forgot I, don't have that many chairs.
What's he doing?
He is.
He's painting a chair. Wait, alchemy can turn paintings into objects?
My paintings are like blueprints. Alchemy simply enables me to omit the manufacturing part of the process. It's... With enough research and experimentation, this same technique can even be used to create living beings.
Whoa. Well, since you can magically produce...
No problem. How many...
Me!
Me!
I'll also take...
Can Paimon have a chair that comes with a juicer? Still beats squeezing onto a stool with you.
Cool, we have chairs now! This is so...
You're very welcome to stay overnight if you wish. There's still some time before dinner. Get some rest, everyone. I'll tend the stove.
Hey now, we can't be letting you do all the work. I can help, please.
Oh, pace yourself. Dinner could be a while. I still have... I hadn't expected you to be so interested in paint. I once tried grinding mist flowers into powder and mixing it with white paint to replicate the sparkle of snowflakes. The end result was quite satisfactory, but works that use this kind of paint, if you want to try it for yourself. Even now, I don't believe I have fully grasped the nature of the threat that Dragonspine poses. But I will endeavor to keep you safe. That much you can trust. I wish I could simply respond with, I'm fine. But you are a true friend to me. Recently, certain questions have been occupying my... However, I feel that rushing into a discussion with you on these topics before my ideas on them are fully formulated will bring you far... So I will wait till my thoughts are clear in my own head before I share them. Oh, don't worry about it. A chance like this to gather around the fire and chat into the night is a rare and precious. I won't participate in the conversation much. It's just a habit of mine. But please know that I am enjoying the atmosphere. Of course, I'm happy to continue. It's almost ready now, Traveler.
Fuse is lit! Yay! Dinner's ready! Food's ready, everyone! Come on, let's eat!
I made a few dishes based on some popular Mondstadt recipes. This is no good hunter, but there should be enough to... Please, help yourselves.
Wow, smells great. Don't mind.
Wait, don't steal all the fried vegetables. Leave some for...
Ah, Paimon's full.
Albedo, you're too modest. These dishes are as good as anything you'd find in a top restaurant. Are all alchemists so good at cooking?
You may be...
Right? Paimon thinks so too. It's his lab manner that gives it away. The kind of guy who holds a potion bottle as steady as a rock isn't the kind of guy who's gonna be slapdash with his salt and pepper.
Actually,
I'm so sleepy after all that.
did Bennett fall asleep sitting up? He must be totally wiped out.
The way he's sleeping is so... alert. I'm impressed.
He seems to be in a deep sleep.
Oh, no, Dad. No apples for me.
Sticky honey roast. That's your favorite, isn't it, Amber?
Sure is. Give me a sticky honey roast from Good Hunter any day. I used to take Eula to Good Hunter a lot back when we first met. Before long, Sarah would start cooking our usual orders as soon as she saw us coming. She said we ordered the same thing so often that it was practically muscle memory by that point. She also said that if everyone in Mondstadt ordered like we do, her job would be so much easier. All she'd have to do is memorize everyone's favorites.
Always eating together. Aww, it's not the Traveler and Paimon always eat together too. It's a sure sign of...
Two people simply sharing a meal says nothing...
That depends if it's a one-off meal or a regular occurrence.
Aha! Paimon just noticed something. Whenever Eula doesn't want to admit to something, she raises her chin or puts her hand...
Ah, you've all picked up on that. Didn't know Eula's tells were so easy to spot.
We are done here, yes? I am free to go, am I not?
Европа. Я сейчас этот... забыл. Который 7 дней осталось. Я его сейчас прохожу, а его в мультиплеере нельзя пройти. Дает почему-то. Копировать.
Then please excuse me. I have a frozen...
You're going for an ice bath at this time of night? What?
I thought you wanted to get some sleep.
No, I should come with you. It's late, and it's dark, and you're not good with directions like I am. Come on!
An ice bath? Whew. Rather them than Paimon.
So much.
Ah, понятно.
Roast. Oh, hey, Dad. I'm doing all right. A leader of my own adventure.
Wow. Bennett really... Okay, looks like we...
Alright, you two. Time to paint. Have you decided what to paint?
Like you even need to ask. It's obvious.
Sure. But we should move elsewhere.
Okie dokie. All right, grab your easel, paper.
Let's paint here.
Allow Paimon to adopt an elegant pose for your artistic... Hey! What's that look for? Cut the attitude and start putting your perfect Paimon down on the page. You better take this seriously, because this is going on Paimon's wall.
Confidence is a good thing. Those to whom it is endowed do well to flaunt it.
Ой, я повесил себя такое.
What is that? Why you... How could... Paimon is lost for words. The brushwork is smooth and the composition... And those eyes! Those boring, life...
Traveler? Have you previously received any education in the fine arts?
Oh, really? So it's just a hobby then? Oh, well, that sure explains a lot. There's no way you would have made Paimon look like this if you'd had any amount of formal training.
Fascinating. Paimon, if this is not to your liking, I can make a few amendments. Alright, Paimon, is this better?
Немного.
It's
Вот, я видел.
a total ground-up overhaul, that's what it is!
Adding flourish to the finished piece is an essential component of what makes art... art. This is not to say that you differ from the painting on a fundamental level, rather that the real you and the you in the painting, you remain the core reference point for the painting. So, Paimon, you can put your misgivings aside and hang this painting wherever you like. Oh, I merely added a flourish here and there. You should be, in truth, ground up over.
The more Paimon looks at it, the more she likes it. Paimon's gonna show this off to everyone!
It's nothing. I can paint you next time, if you'd like. You can... I rarely entertain so many guests at my camp. It's lively. A little liveliness is a rare thing here on Dragonspine.
Ah, it's a new day! Let's go meet up with everyone!
А я пошел вне сюжета.
Hey, good morning!
I slept great last night. How about you guys?
I'm fine, as usual.
The path down the mountain is easier to follow in the daylight. Let's take this chance to head down to the base camp.
Let's go! If we make good time, maybe we can all get...
I flipped another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again.
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Look out!
Traveler, Paimon, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Oh, that's good. My arm got a little scratched.
I'm okay, but I don't see the other two. I'm afraid the avalanche may have pushed them off the cliff.
They fell down? They'll be...
I think they're both robust enough to survive the fall. But if the falling debris knocked them unconscious, and they're lying there in the we have to get down there and rescue them.
Okay, let's move.
Hang in there, guys.
А, кстати, это же мост всегда сломан. Почему только сейчас сломался? О, кролика сына. Привет.
Bennett, are you okay? Shout if you can hear.
A voice.
Bennett, is that you?
Guys, I'm over here.
Are you alright? Are you...
I'm a little dizzy, but I'm not.
Thank goodness. Scared the life out of me.
If you're dizzy, sit and rest for a while.
It's fine, really. This kind of thing happens all the time. I'll be fine. Wait, where's Albedo?
We thought he fell off the cliff with you! He still hasn't shown up?
We found Bennett here, so Albedo can't be far away. Keep searching this area.
Got it.
No response! Are we definitely looking in the right place? He's not here either. Let's check with the others.
Well, any sign of him?
Not a trick.
Nothing from me either.
strange. We didn't have any luck either.
Everyone!
Albedo!
Nothing serious.
Okay, everyone accounted.
Guys, I think it's gotta be because of me. The avalanche only happened because I'm here.
А,
I
35.
guess having a treasure hunter insignia isn't gonna change my luck after all. No wonder no one wants to go adventuring with me. I'm so sorry.
Don't say that. I'm hardly the lucky type myself, so I'm not about to go blaming every little thing that goes wrong on you.
Exactly. Besides, Dragonspine is a dangerous place. Avalanches literally come with the territory. Bad luck has nothing to do with it, okay? Traveler, what's wrong?
Your face looks... Oh no, did you get hit on the head? Phew.
Everyone, the incident is behind us now.
Why do I feel that Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be? I hope it's just my imagination.
Да,
Our
привет,
top priority
Лось.
now is to get off the mountain and regroup
Это
with the adventurers.
задание,
Whatever further dangers
похоже.
this mountain has to throw at us, we must face them together.
Agreed. Guys, keep your eyes peeled and watch your step. Careful does it.
О, хоть согреюсь. По воздуху бегаю. Чё, дальше на стримчике. Спасибо. Ну, мы же не общались с тобой. Вектор. Так, и... Блин, даже точно, да.
We've been heading in the right direction for a good length of time now. We must be getting close. I can feel...
Victory is in sight! As soon as we get to base camp, Paimon wants a bowl of hot soup and...
I hope we can all get there safely. No more incidents, please.
Да, я тоже, если честно.
Hey, what's on your mind? You seem a little distracted. Something's up, isn't it? Are you hungry? Cold? Shall Paimon hug your head to warm you up?
I don't think I've spent so much time on Dragonspine before. It sure is cold, but the view is amazing. Eula?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you...
I was just thinking. Whenever I've met up with you at Dragonspine in the past, we always stick to the same few spots. It's much more vast and beautiful here than I realized. If it were a little warmer and a little safer, I bet this place would be bustling with visitors.
I agree. People are put off by the cold and have an aversion to danger. They don't realize that there's much to explore beneath the icy exterior, if you were willing to spend the time and energy. Albedo, is this the way down?
Yes.
I think there are several routes in this area. Does the path fork off here? It looks like it does.
I'm kinda dizzy too. I keep thinking things are swaying a little. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, I suggest we take the short. Follow me.
Ну. Проскочить тогда.
Wait. Bennett and Amber don't look well. Can we take a break? We can continue once their conditions have improved.
Now that you met...
Huh?
You hit your head earlier, didn't you?
Oh, you noticed. Are you sure it's worth...
No problem at all! Health and safety always come first!
Okay, sorry for this.
Yeah. Drinking some water can help with the dizziness. Oh, and lying flat on your back helps too.
Thank you, Bennett. Seems like you really...
Well, when life gives you lemon.
Bennett, weren't you feeling dizzy too? Stop pushing yourselves, both of you. Get some rest. We'll continue when you've gathered your energy.
Eula might come off as a little frosty, but she takes caring for her friends super seriously, more than anyone else I know. Every time I see that look on her face, I'm just like, ah, stop staring!
Traveler, I know what that look means. What's on your mind? Maybe seasoned veterans have an instinct. I sense it too. Something seems to have changed. It might be imprudent to speculate out loud, but I believe... Traveler, I think... You...
Она сейчас нападет, да? Или что? Да,
Albedo, what?
It's not over yet.
да, красивый. Вообще.
Brace yourselves. This'll be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size!
Как раз вот.
Shake it and stir! Fire hazard! Gotta watch it.
Что? Да. Так, сейчас я гляну, что написали. Что особенно, с чем соболезнуешь? Так, сейчас я на минутку отойду. Ой, блин. Хейт. Ну чё, играешь, что? Играешь?
Get back!
Pew pew! I'll protect us. Go Bishop down! Time for a light show. I'm a rock. Oh, hi.
Так, сейчас.
What in the world was that thing? One moment it was human, the next it was a...
Is everyone alright?
We're fine. But can you please tell us what's going on?
I take it this monster is whom I had the pleasure of meeting last time.
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a mutated whopper flower.
But can Whopperfly...
Not typically. But conditions on perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into the land, then was passed to the monsters via the ley lines, accelerating their rate of mutation.
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If there is anywhere in the world one might expect life to do unfathomable, Durin was an artificially created life form. Its existence is nothing short of a miracle, and proof of countless possibilities. In other words, this mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries. A vast...
The avalanche. It must have been the work of this imposter.
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been its handiwork. My guess is that it was targeting everyone that I've had contact with.
Right, I forgot all about that.
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose?
I have a preliminary hypothesis on this. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry, and those we encounter in the wild often appear in the vicinity of the plants they impersonate. In other words, the whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. The plant being imitated has no way to detect or fight back against this behavior. But when it disguises itself...
It wanted to replace you and infiltrate our group?
Yes. Maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche to hide and lure it out. It was watching us the whole time. And when it saw that I had disappeared, its instinct was to take my place. At that point, its disguise was complete, and its next move was to hunt.
Yes, that's exactly how Whopper...
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that?
Perhaps. Or maybe it enjoyed posing as a human, and wanted to experience what it felt like.
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time. I think the Traveler was the first person other than Albedo to notice something was wrong.
Traveler, how could you tell the real me and...
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They looked exactly the same to me.
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human. This mutant Whopper flower tried its best to replicate the original exactly, but still managed to miss some...
Unbelievable. To think that Dragonspine creates such...
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after all. I used up all the bad luck, and the good luck finally came through.
About that. If you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury... well...
Huh? Well...
Yes, that's not an Okay. We've been...
Yeah, let's go!
Geil. Animator. Teleport. Даже не добежал.
Woohoo! I'm back!
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain. Let's wait for him here.
Amber, are you...
Yep, all good now. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I'd probably still be locked up in that cage. I really want to thank you all properly, but I can't think how at the moment.
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's kindness by now, though, surely. You
Come on, don't put it like... Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before, but that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life, I will never forget any of them.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself. Everyone meets others in need from time to time. By choosing to be there for them, you're passing the kindness you received onto others.
Yep, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to do. Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too.
This has been quite...
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am now.
I need to rest.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up, I need to get back to being a...
Well, it looks like the curse of the mountaineers who couldn't get out. Feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close.
Why not? Then, please, come with me. You sensed something too, didn't you?
Huh? Are you going back to your camp again?
Shall we set off right away? Sorry for bringing you back here once again. Some topics are best discussed in private.
Is this about the imposter?
That's right. I have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the imposter. Yes, this mark.
Ooh, sounds like the beginning.
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to... So, what do you think this diamond-shaped mark means?
A tattoo? A crab?
No. Consider it a, Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made? Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known as glass blowing. Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glassware made in this way is usually very expensive. As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blowing up a balloon. This type of glassware is known for having a pontal mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted, where the hole was sealed at the very end. This mark is a sign that the item was crafted by a human hand.
Sounds kind of a myth.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect work of art. My mark is something similar. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies in the directional flow of the life force. The energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom and curled leaves unfold. And it's the very reason we watch and wonder at blossoming flowers. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. When the hole where the life force was infused is sealed at the end, it leaves a mark not dissimilar to the pontal mark in blown glasswares. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond shape.
Wow.
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof of my imperfection as a human. I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as not to become less than perfect himself. You are fundamentally different from other people. I have few qualms about sharing my secrets with you. Just as Paimon said, it all sounds like a story. Even if you were to tell anyone else, they would regard... The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only ever exist in stories. It makes things much easier. Or, in other words, all of the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel. I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this story, it'd probably be even more complex.
Making up stories is easy. Even Paimon...
Oh. I did...
Paimon's the best guide in Teyvat. Making up...
In that case, how about we have a storytelling contest? We can base our stories on the events of the last few days.
Sounds great! But we still have to help out the Adventurers Guild.
I understand. creativity is something that cannot be rushed. Take your time, and come back. We'll see whose story is more compelling.
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the Adventurers Guild.
Sure. My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Я половину не прочитал, что он там говорил. Всё, что ли? А. Я в испытании.
Guess what? Paimon's story is finished. Let's go see Albedo again.
Так, идите, я почитаю, что там было.
Albedo!
Ой-ой-ой, Семян. Давай сейчас сделаем летять. Кто с ним сегодня бегает? Сначала история. А. Открыть чуть-чуть осталось. Короче, я так сама правильно не понял.
Traveler,
что я смог.
Paimon. I suppose your story is ready.
Yep, yep. How about you? Do you need some more time?
No need. I am also ready.
Paimon calls dibs. Paimon!
Please, go ahead.
Okay, here goes. Once upon a time, there was an evil researcher who went into the mountains and did a crazy experiment on whopper flowers to transform their appearance. After a lot of pain and suffering, the whopper flowers finally took on a human form. Then they stood by to whoever spoke to them. They would ask them questions such as, "Who am I?" If the bypasser got the wrong answer, the last sound...
Ooh, truly frightening.
What the... You two aren't scared at all! Don't go nitpicking, okay? If you didn't like the story, go write your own!
In other words, the whopper flowers would ambush and then completely replace their victims.
And then what? Go back to where the person lives? Enter their home? Eat their whole family? Paimon made up this story, but now...
It's a good story. Oh, may I write it down? I may bring it up in future conversations.
What for? Just to...
Yes.
You've got a real mean streak, Albedo.
Mine is a little longer than yours. A great alchemist once created Subject 1. Subject 1 was her proudest achievement, and successfully blended into human society. No one ever would have... However, unbeknownst to Subject 1, the alchemist had tried the same experiment many times before he had come into being. Some of the rejects from failed experiments. Subject 2 was one such failed experiment. He was swallowed by a great dragon that came to rest upon a snow-swept mountain. Many years later, he was resurrected by the dragons. He saw all kinds of people on the mountain, including Subject 1, who had somehow Never in Subject 2's wildest imagination had he thought it possible for experimental life forms such as they to deceive everyone so successfully. He saw the way humans accepted Subject 1 as a friend, witnessed their affection. This was what Subject 2 wanted. Now, all that Subject 2 desired was to replace Subject 1. Subject 2 began to unfold his plan. He stole Subject 1's books and notes, and studied all that Subject 1 had learned from the alchemist. Subject 2 was highly intelligent, and he learned quickly. He changed his face into an exact replica of Subject 1's face. Then, he found a plant with mimicry capabilities, and transformed it using dragon blood and alchemy. And so, not only did Subject 2 transform his own appearance to perfectly match that of Subject 1, he also created a third entity, Subject 3.
What?
But Subject 2 wanted to become a perfected human. So, he erased a mark on both his and Subject 3's necks. For these marks were symbols of imperfection. In my view, it was probably a subconscious act. He so desperately craved to become a perfect human being that he forgot something. Human beings are defined by their flaws. Subject 2's plan was meticulously crafted. Subject 3 would draw Subject 1's attention. After Subject 1 disposed of Subject 3, he would assume the threat had now disappeared. The next moment that Subject 1 was alone, Subject 2 would make his move. he would eliminate Subject 1 and become the only one remaining. He would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memories and inherit his identity, residence, clothing, sword, name, and friends. People would have no idea that the individual they knew had become somebody else from one day to the next.
This is way too...
But just before Subject 2 could carry out his plan, a unique stranger entered the mix. Subject 2 tried to make contact with this person, but found that they could somehow sense he was different from Subject 1. What's wrong?
What happened then? What happened to...
He became a new stage in Subject 2's plan. One more person than Subject 2. It's as if there were 3 identical roses in a garden. Only one of the 3 was a fine specimen, while the other 2 were defective specimens that bore poisonous thorns. In all the world, only the gardener who tended to them could tell which was the good specimen. People do not like poisonous plants. Only a perfect rose can fetch a high price. If the inferior specimens wanted to conceal the fact of their worthlessness, they would have to take the gardener out of the picture, using their poisonous thorns. This is exactly what Subject 2 was thinking. So, he hid in the shadows and waited patiently. Maybe soon.
That was intense! So what happened after that? Did Subject 2's plan succeed?
Fortunately, it is just a story. And even in this story, Subject 2 did not succeed. But monsters mutated with Durin's power and blood are also creatures of Rhine-Daughter, just like me. You must beware of all such creatures. I'm glad to hear that. It's okay. I know what I am. You and I are both different, so there is no need for me to hide the truth from you. The only thing is that sometimes, when I think about how mighty the power of as beings who set foot in this world, how arrogant are we in desiring to control our destiny, and in desiring to create? Is creation an arrogant act, traveler? If not, why do we call the ones that created us and control us gods? If it is, then what qualifies us to call ourselves creators? How far must we take our reverence and respect, and what purpose does it serve? Nothing special. But whenever I think about it,
Poor Albedo.
Hello? Traveler?
Hey! Is that...
Thought we might find you here.
We're here to deliver a message from Cyrus. There's gonna be a big event down at the base camp, and they want you there too, Traveler.
Winter camp is nearing its end. Apparently, even provisional instructors are required to attend.
Looks like we need to go, Albedo.
then I won't keep you. I have some things to attend to here, so forgive me for not seeing you down.
Don't worry about it. There have been no issues getting up and down the mountain recently.
Is everyone ready? Let's not keep them...
Я знал, я столько контента бы еще бы раньше посмотреть. Да, все 2 недели, это я заметил. События драконьих бед.
Huh? Who is this guy?
Allow me to introduce Yozerv. He's
Dad, this is that traveler I was telling you about. The traveler's helped me out loads in the past, and this time we even built a snowman together.
Joel has told me everything about you. I can't thank you enough.
Wow! Wait a second. Why is Cyrus discreetly wiping tears away? And what is Pallid doing here?
Pallid is the hero of the hour this time. Go on, Pallid. Tell us what happened in your own words.
Okay. The weather was fine on that fateful day, and I had a feeling that Lady Luck was smiling down on me. So I trusted my gut and set off to explore somewhere new, somewhere dangerous. Because where there is great danger, there is also great treasure.
Why does this sound so hard to believe?
But I had only been away from the group for a short... I fell down a slope and just started rolling.
Uh-oh. Did my bad luck rub off on him when we ran into each other on the mountain?
The place I fell to was somewhere I didn't recognize, and I'd sustained a few injuries. I remember thinking to myself, this is the worst luck I've ever had in my whole life. Then I met Yozerv. He'd heard the sound of me falling and came out to see what was going on.
Huh?
Wow! So
I thought he must have been someone from the Adventurers Guild here for the event, but after a few words of conversation, it was clear that he was having memory problems. He didn't even know his own name. The temperature was freezing, and there was no time to deal with all that there and then. So I convinced him to come back to the camp with me and figure everything else out after we got there. We got back to the camp, ran into Joel, and the moment he saw him, he froze for a second with this completely stunned expression on his face, and then he started crying out, "Dad! Dad!" That's when Yozerv suddenly started to remember.
My memory has still not fully recovered, but Joel and his mother, they are the only ones that I will not know.
Daddy.
Daddy's right here, Joel.
Yozerv, don't you remember anything else? The poor princess? Feeding the foxes?
I'm sorry. I have no recollection. Maybe it's because of the head. I woke up and found myself covered in blood. My things were gone, and there was nothing to indicate who I was or how I got there. I crawled into a cave and settled in for a slow recovery. After my legs and feet were a little better, my hunting skills were what kept me alive.
Dad, I was so...
I'm all right now, Joel. Oh, don't cry. Daddy's not going anywhere. I'm here.
Oh, this is good. This is...
You know what, though? I definitely think my luck got worse after running into Benin on that mountain.
I knew it.
No. I just meant if it weren't for you, there's no way I ever would have run into Yozerv on a mountain this... Besides, we got back safely, didn't we? So don't blame yourself. Maybe sometimes miracles can only happen when you get just unlucky enough.
Pallid. When did you become such a smooth talker, huh?
Huh? Am I?
Oh, yeah. I want to say thank you to the Traveler, Uncle Cyrus. You all helped look after me, and I will always remember it. But I guess I can't take the snowman with me, or it'll melt once it leaves Dragon's...
Oh, I can help with that. One moment.
Huh?
Here, take this. It's powdered rime. Just add it to your snowman, and it will never melt.
Wow! Really? Dad, I have an unmeltable snowman now!
How can I ever repay you all? Thank you all. Thank you.
Dad, I want to go move the snowman. Can we do it now, please?
Okay. I'll be...
Very well, very well. It's time for Pallet and I to have another discussion concerning his... breaches of adventurer
Huh? But Cyrus, I think I kind of made up for my mistakes this time.
See you guys!
Oh, I made this for you and Amber. Think of it as a winter souvenir.
Aw, are you sure? This must be really important.
Come on now, just take it. No need to make...
Wow! Now our snowman won't melt either! Great!
You're welcome. Just keep it. Amber and I have some business to attend to now.
Everyone's gone! Oh! You know what? We've been on Dragon's Spine all this time, and somehow Paimon still forgot to ask Albedo about how to make a fruit juice. Maybe we should try Timaeus again. He does seem pretty eager to please after all.
Извиняйся за это. Кстати, что больше там? Не знаю, почти.
Traveler and Paimon, what can I do? Wait a minute. You've got that mischievous look on your face. Oh, you're not still thinking about...
Timaeus, will you help us?
Well, if the Traveler isn't really interested, then, yeah, maybe I'll give this one a pass.
No, but Paimon's Sunsetias are gonna go to...
And the time it would take me to research something like that, I could probably pick those Sunsetias again 10 times over.
New research project, Timaeus? We meet again.
Oh, Albedo, thank goodness. So the situation is, Paimon wants a machine that can turn fruit into juice and keep the juice fresh. I mean, surely it's...
Majorly important, that's what it is. If you can manage to invent this, we'll never have to worry about fruit going bad ever again.
That's impossible.
Turning fruit into juice is not hard, but keeping it fresh is more difficult. But if you simply want to keep the fruit from rotting, there are many ways to achieve this. Right, Traveler?
What about his neck?
What's wrong? Is there something on my neck? From the look on your face, it's as if you thought I just played a
Albedo, you were saying, how do you stop fruit?
Well, one way would be to bury your fruit on Dragonspine. where the snow never melts all year round.
But then Paimon won't be able to eat them!
You could always live on Dragonspine.
No, too cold for Paimon.
Or you can give the fruit to me, and I would take it to But since you don't like the cold, you'd have to send someone else to pick them up when you want them. This is where you come in, Traveler.
Suddenly sounds a lot more feasible with other people doing all the work.
Fruit buried on Dragonspine will stay fresh for much longer. However, it is also possible that the fruit will sprout and grow into fruit trees. Who knows? Maybe the next time you visit, it will have grown into an orchard. You can water the trees, add fertilizer, and when they finally bear fruit, you will have...
No! Then Paimon will have to be a gardener! That's not the goal here.
Oh? Well, I don't think being a gardener is so bad.
Albedo! Stop trying to get your hands on Paimon's super sweet Sensitias! Of course it bothers Paimon! They are the rarest, super-duper sweetest Senseti-
Okay, but they're just Sensitias. I think you're only so attached to them because when someone's pockets are full and their spirit is fulfilled, they don't easily fall prey to this kind of yearning.
Так, сейчас пойду повыполняю вот эти задания. Лыга. Интересно, клетка я сейчас зажата или нет еще? урона. 10 косарей. Живот болит. А, это больше не должно, похоже. Сейчас, погодите минутку. Короче, малой за логи садись, папа сказал.
Я ничего не задавай.
Ну, хорошо. Так, нет. Вот сюда вперед лезли. Главное, как бы улететь все это канитель.
дома и завтра поедешь домой. Это как?
А? Согласен, Войко, что Войко присутствует, что не так. Я все время поглядываю, ладно ли я по времени. Только сейчас вспоминаю, что у меня надо нюхнуть. А времени нет. это. Хорошо, мне как-то лень сегодня. Может, я заказываю повыполняю. Стандарт. Сейчас покажу. Манштадт. Сейчас приду.
Have you heard about the Vision Hunt decree?
The Vision Hunt decree. Did something bad happen again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you! Didn't think I'd be running into. How are your adventures? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting Oh, I'm talking to. I was just so excited to run into someone I admire so much. And, maybe a little starstruck. Of course! If I'm being honest, yeah. Word's been spreading in adventurer circles. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of boring commissions. But then, as soon as something big goes down, you. Anyway, me on the other hand, never mind. Speaking of which, when you go adventuring later, can I come and watch? Maybe if you brought me along, I don't want to get. Really? I didn't. You mean, go adventure with you? Wow, Don't be so modest. I've heard. By the way, according to my friend, based on how the guild normally, after all. But since you'll be joining me this time, it'll be a piece of cake, right? There's no way the guild would issue an illegal commission like that. By the way, this. Oh, Oh, I guess you're such a pro that you don't need to worry about that, huh? Then what are we waiting for?
Также состав пусть идет. Через низ пошел, да? Раз, два, три.
It feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? I, for one, am getting a strong sense of treasure in... This room's setup seems to be somewhat tricky. The things that stand out are the two mechanisms in front of us. One on the left, but it seems like there's some sort of danger lurking around the mechanism. If my years of adventure experience are anything to go by, it would be a disaster if we activated the wrong mechanism. How about letting me try it out first? I could try, but what do you think we should do? Let's do it your way. Well, that's a possibility. Let's try it then. I'll take the... Go stand by the mechanism, and when we're both ready, let's trigger them. Cool! The door is open. Good thing we went with your idea. Huh. And I haven't had this feeling of working together with friends in... Anyway. Oh, so this room... 4 mechanisms, which means... That's what I'm thinking. Based on the last room, I think we're gonna need 4 people to trigger all the mechanisms at the same time. Ah, if only the rest of Benny's adventure team were here. I hate to admit it, but the truth is, it's gone. It remains in name. The only reason Catherine hasn't deregistered Benny's adventure team is because she took pity on me. In fact, the number of adventurers on the team has been below the registration requirements for a long time already. Yeah. Royce, a lot of things went down, but it mostly ended because of... why they quit the team. I'd never want to put them in danger on my account. Yeah, I felt really let down at first. But even though I'm the only one left on Benny's adventure team, one day, I'm gonna make sure its name is known all over Teyvat. Let's focus on the problem at hand. Sorry. The thought of the adventure team got me all sentimental. Now that I think about it more carefully, maybe we're making too many assumptions about the solution to these mechanisms. Exactly. Okay, I'll take a quick look at these.
There doesn't seem to be anything here. Paimon bets no one has been here in a long, long time. Hey, that looks like a notebook. Let's grab it and check it out with Bennett, shall we?
An adventurer's notebook? What's it do? Maybe it's got some clues on how to crack these mechanisms. Shall we take a look? Whoa, it really does have some information about them. It seems that the writer is holding something back. Well, since they placed their hopes on future adventurers, we can't let them down. The notes say that the mechanism at the entrance needs to be controlled by someone but if the mechanisms are activated in the wrong sequence, the person in charge of the mechanism at the entrance will... you think so? It says in the notes that Eric can't hold on anymore. That at least proves that it's possible to hold on up to... Anyway, I'll take that role. It's okay, it's okay. Getting injured is just part of my daily routine. I'm pretty used to it by now. At the very least, I should be able to last longer than this Eric guy. And more importantly, you can definitely crack this mechanism puzzle, right? I mean, come on! You're the great adventurer that I've always admired. Alright. Let's just focus on solving... Remember what the notes say. The number of torches is not the hint for the activation sequence. Perhaps the sequence is related to the position of the torches on the ground. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself just because you're afraid I'll get hurt. Just go with your gut and do it. It's okay. If this is as bad as it gets, I can handle it. You solved it? Oh, let's go and open the chest, shall we? I can't... Wow, this must be the proudest moment for any adventurer. Not only getting the chest, but having this golden opportunity to join you on an adventure. For me, that's a pretty major treasure already. Really? Then I'm honored. But there's one other thing that I find the fact that nothing really bad happened to us this whole adventure. This is the first time in my whole adventure career that it's ever turned out this way. That sounds very deep. But you're saying that no matter how unlucky I might be, there'll always be times when luck is on my side, right? Yeah, this is a really big thing for me. And you know, I have a feeling that it was your kindness and goodwill towards me that helped me avoid a lot of bad luck. Even find a little good luck. It's a bit embarrassing to say that out loud, but all in all, thank you. I hope I get to go on another adventure with you soon.
Я знаю, что за концовка. Спасибо за Ой, спасибо за подписку. Ой. О.
It feels pretty ordinary. Could it be that because you... I, for one, am getting a... This room's setup seems to... The things that stand out are the two mechanisms and... But it seems like there's some sort of... If my years of adventure... How about letting me try it? Leave it to me. But as you know. So, I'll leave it to you to decide which... That's the one I was thinking of too. Let's... What was that noise? Oh no! It looks like all the exits are blocked! Guess I This...
Так. Вопрос, как получить вон ту концовку? Так, ну-ка, я спробую.
I smell rabbit.
Сейчас скажу. Сейчас сказать, что я просто вам буду помогать. что будет, если я попробую просто вместо того, чтобы сказать, чтобы он просто смотрел.
Oh, it's you! How are your adventures? And where are you going after this? Right. The name's Bennett. I'm your I'm talking. I was just so excited to run into someone I admire so much. And, maybe. Of course! You're the mysterious traveler. The hero who quelled the Storm Terror crisis. And the leader of your own adventure team to boot. If I'm being honest, I'm totally yeah. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of boring commissions. Anyway, I just really envy you. You're sort of like me, on the other hand, I'm just some unlucky guy. My adventure team even... never mind. I shouldn't get all down in the dumps in front of someone Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. When you go adventuring later, can I come and watch? Maybe you don't know. I'm a really unlucky person to have around. If you brought me along on an adventure, my bad luck would probably... I don't want to get you into any trouble. So, just let me watch from the side. Something else? I guess you're right. Even just the chance to talk with you would be great too. Yeah, let's forget about adventuring for now. But, what would we do instead? Apart from going on adventures, the only other thing I do is take care of my dad's in the adventure. So, I really can't think of anything else to do besides... Alright, I feel like whatever we do. But don't forget, I'll be bringing my bag, so it probably won't be a very fun trip. That's good, that's good. I was... So, where are we gonna... That's a good idea. For someone like me, I'm actually way more familiar with the wilderness than the city. Especially around Mondstadt. I mean, I'm not on the same level as Fischl, who is also in the Adventurers Guild. But that... Oh, I know this gorgeous place. It's got a great Mondstadt feel. Awesome. I was worried that it wouldn't be your thing. Shall we?
Да, есть контакт, пошло. Чек там не установлен. Установлю. Ладно. Так, сейчас должен молиться. Почти 5000, неплохо. Хотя...
chest. Good for storage.
Up and away.
Are you? Over here. Boof. Blink. Boof. Blink. Over here. Boof. Over here.
Scratch that. Let the show begin.
The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself a little. The more, the merrier. Just once more.
Huh. What happened? It wasn't like this the last time The dandelions are all stripped bare of seeds. Was there a windstorm? Or did some strange creature come by? I'm so sorry. Bringing you all this way for only you to... Really? You're not just saying that because you don't want to hurt my feelings, are you? Well, there's not much reason to stay here anymore. But how about we take a walk around the area? Maybe we'll... Hey! Do you see that? I can see a whole load of treasure chests with no monsters guarding them. I was hoping I'd get a chance to flex my muscles a bit. For me, this kind of good fortune is super rare. It must be because you're here. Let's go check it out. Ooh.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Why are these chests so empty? It looks like there's nothing good left in them. Is that it?
Спел? Спел. Ну-ка, удалить. Убрать. Вивка.
We didn't miss any, right? What's the problem? We got so much stuff today. We should be happy. How come you look so down? Chests are always like this. A few loose mora, occasionally a cabbage, maybe a radish or a bit of mora and some ingredients to fill our stomachs. That's good enough for me. The kind of chests you mentioned that have weapons, artifacts, or some other treasures inside, aren't they super, super rare? I've only seen them in places that are so dangerous you'd have to risk life and limb to get there. Right? So let's not ask for too much. Let's keep walking. Who knows when the monsters might return? Shall we?
Прикольно еще.
Keep back!
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Просто влезу проще.
It's so nice here. The breeze is so comforting. Really lifts my mood. I've been adventuring alone for a long time. It feels so nice to have company. Oh, not that I'm super lonely or anything. I've got my dads to keep me company with. Actually, did I tell you about my dads already? Back in the day, they were all great adventurers. They've got so many cool stories. They were the ones who rescued me from a perilous place when I was just a baby. Now, they're all old and frail. Some of them can't even walk by themselves anymore. I'd love to take you to meet them sometime. You'd be blown away by some of their stories. No, not really.
How come the weather suddenly brightened up the second Bennett left?
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here? Have you ever kept goldfish as pets?
Да.
These things useful?
Воздух.
don't.
Ухилился.
I taste blood.
Yeah! I'll protect us. Fire hazard! Here come the fireworks! Time for a light show! The fuse is lit! I'm a rock!
Get back!
Pew pew! Oh, fizzled out.
Let the show begin.
Time for a light show.
Oh, that hurt.
Keep back!
Fire hazard!
Сейчас приду минутку.
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Ой. Сейчас я вот хлебну, потому что я знаю, сейчас будет тот же самый босс. Это легко будет, конечно. Ой. Серьезно?
Go, Barbara, go! Time for a light show! Fire hazard! That didn't count! The festival ends! I'll protect us.
I taste blood.
Понимал? Нет.
Keep back!
Shaken and stirred!
Let's dance. Hike, ready, steady, go! Huh, hike.
Ай! Спасибо.
No escape. Prepare yourself.
Think you can bully me?
That's it.
Diana Special!
Get back! Keep back!
Time for a light show.
No escape.
Keep back!
The fuse is lit. Goes Bishop down.
So soon.
Fire hazard. The fuse is lit.
Спасибо. Нет.
Let the show begin.
Привет. Хочется. Ай. Да, есть. Прям только туда даже надо.
A festive reprise! Fire hazard! Time for a light show! Oh, that hurt. Think you can bully me? The fuse is lit! That didn't count!
Так.
I'll fizzle out.
Длится. А, опять уже не есть.
Time for a light show! Fire hazard! Time for a light show! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Fire hazard! I'm a rock! Let's dance! La 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 la. Pew pew! Here come the fireworks! The fuse is lit!
Ай, больно, больно. Очень.
Time for a light show! Go, Bob! Think you can bully me?
становится богаче, он также усиливает. Клево, далеко пошел. Так, YouTube. Лайка неплохо. Ой, нога не мела. Я просто выброс за счет хила. С хила я был давно такой. Даже в начале я даже так не заходил.
Ad Astra Abbot. Неплохо. 1280 новый надо.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you?
Страшно, пока не надо. Кстати. Тем более туда еще рано идти. Так, ладно.
Sorry.
А это уже ближе, да?
Ты гайцева не хочешь?
Не хочу, и чё? Нога не мела. Так, сейчас хочу гляну магазин. Одну меньше теперь. Сразу у меня. Кстати, надо забрать. Спасибо. Выполните. Телепортируюсь пока сюда. Спасибо. Что я расчихался. Я сейчас собрался, поиграю. Алой, иди гладь свои вещи, я сейчас играю, пойду свои гладить. На основании было... Так, ладно, на этом я сам заканчиваю. Ой, всем спасибо за просмотр и всем пока. Шизок запоминается.